So we've got a bit of a staff car update. I'm here at my local Chevrolet dealer with my 2017 Bolt EV, Artemis, who has developed an issue with her sway bar. Now the sway bar is part of the suspension system, and in certain Chevrolet Bolts it can lead to strange creaking noises on acceleration and deceleration. It's a well-known problem, and in fact in South Korea General Motors have issued a recall on this exact problem. In North America, meanwhile, it's just a technical service bulletin. And what that means is I had to bring my car in to get it diagnosed ahead of our long road trip to CES and then obviously to Fully Charged Live USA. They've had a look and there are telltale signs that tell them yes, the sway bar does need to be replaced. The problem is that my Chevrolet Bolt EV has 37,448 miles on the clock, which places it just outside of the bumper-to-bumper warranty coverage. Now, I'm talking with my dealership and also with Chevrolet to argue the case that this really should be included under warranty, because General Motors knew about this problem long before my car hit the mileage it has now. They issued technical service bulletins. Other Chevrolet Bolt owners have the same problem, and there was a recall issued in South Korea for this exact problem. Yep, there was a recall issued in South Korea for the Chevrolet Bolt EV to tackle a problem with the sway arm. And what is the sway arm, I hear you say, or the sway bar? Well, it is a device that is part of your car's suspension, and as the name suggests, it stops your car from swaying from side to side. In some markets they call it the anti-sway bar or the anti-roll bar, and the job of that device is to ensure that when you go around a corner, the car doesn't lean too much to one side or another. Now, an electric vehicle tends to have a pretty low centre of gravity, which helps prevent a huge amount of body roll. But this sway bar helps ensure that body roll is really kept to an absolute minimum. On my car, it started to fail, and that has been characterised by a little squeaking sound every time you lift off the brake and start to move forwards. It happens in forwards and reverse. It's like a creaking sound. It almost sounds like a creaking stair. The replacement for that, obviously, is a whole piece that fits underneath the car. But in order to fit it properly, you have to remove the entire motor subframe assembly to get to that particular component. So while the part itself costs $129.32, the labour charges alone on this invoice, this quote, I guess, is $1,387.62, leaving me with a total invoice of $1,516.94. Now, I do trust my local Chevrolet dealer. They're pretty good with a Bolt. We've used them on my Bolt for several years, and I don't think they're trying a fast one or anything like that. But they have reached out to Chevrolet, and initially Chevrolet has said, no, you're out of warranty, you're going to have to pay for that all yourself. I'm going to go back and fight the case with Chevrolet, because I believe that not only is my car only just out of warranty, it's a 36,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty, and my car is at 37,488 miles. So it literally is just out of warranty. And I'm hoping that GM will either agree to pay for the entire replacement, or will, proportionally offer something towards the replacement. I think asking me to pay, $1,500 for a part that GM knew was faulty and issued a technical service bulletin in the United States and a recall in South Korea for is a little bit too much. I'm going to fight the case. I have already talked to the customer service agents at Chevrolet, and hopefully they will fight my case as well. At the end of the day, if I have to pay for it, I will. $1,500 to fix my car and get it back on the road is expensive, but suspension repairs can be expensive, and in an electric vehicle, it's really one of the more expensive things outside of the battery pack The battery pack in my Chevrolet Bolt EV has been absolutely stellar. We've had no problems with the car other than this. And one strange behaviour that happened where I had to reset the car by disconnecting the 12-volt battery and then reconnecting it, which was caused, I think, by a faulty charging session at an Electrify America charging station. So I'm really not pleased about having to pay this, but I think at the end of the day, if GM comes back and says you're not covered, we're not covered, I will make a bit of a fuss about it, as I think anybody would if they found out that there was a technical service bulletin. If you're interested, the technical service bulletin in question is TSB-18-NA-198. I will put that in the show notes as well, and you can check out on forums. It does seem to be a pretty common problem with the Bolt EV, and it seems to be a bit of a problem with some other Chevrolets as well. I'm sure someone somewhere will take a look at this and go, yeah, you know, it's a really simple problem, and you wouldn't have had this problem if you'd purchased X, Y, or Z car. And at the end of the day, I'd just like to say every car has maintenance issues. I think when we are in an electric vehicle world, when we drive an electric vehicle, it's really easy to forget that our cars have issues too, and our cars can sometimes go wrong. And that's exactly what we've got here. We've got a car that has been really reliable for 37,500 miles, give or take a few. And it's been super reliable. I've driven long distances with it. I would recommend the Chevrolet Bolt again in an instant to a new car buyer who had a budget that the Bolt EV fitted into. I would choose it over something like a Nissan Leaf because of the battery management. It's got a better battery management system, and it's got a fairly universally accepted charging connector that you can use in lots of different places. But yeah, I'm disappointed that this is a problem. Should it be an issue at 37,500 miles? Absolutely not. And Chevrolet needs to fix this. It's a problem. It needs to fix the problem. I think I earlier said that it was actually 37,488 miles, but it's not. It's 37,448 miles. What's 40 miles between friends? But anyway, that is the situation that we find ourselves in. I'm working from home right now. It comes on the back of some other bad news, but hey, a bill's a bill. We'll get it paid. I will see you again soon. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Support us using the links below. And as always, keep evolving.